have coached many Madden players over the past few years. And when it comes time to talk about how to adapt a playstyle or choose a playstyle, we're not they're asking how do we build around our playstyle and stuff like that. A coach should not interfere with your playstyle. They should be helping you build around your playstyle. This video is mainly for Madden Mobile and console players, but it is not for players like this. I'm gonna have another video on that specific thing in the future, where it's for arena players and ultimate team players. But right now I'm talking about players that are in franchises, CFMs, or players that are obsessed in season mode Madden Mobile. Okay, so if you're gonna have, say, you're a pass heavy player, not balanced, you might want to choose a team like the Bills or the Chiefs. But if you want to take a team that's not pass heavy, or doesn't have good pass heavy assets, or doesn't have a type of team that they can thrive in a more vertical threat type of scene, if that makes sense, you want to take them, rebuild them into your playstyle. Say you're in a CFM or something like that. And maybe say you take the Washington football team. You put them and you want to rebuild them around a more vertical threat. A very heavy, pass-heavy team. You're definitely going to want to look at, if you're choosing a team in a franchise, you're going to want to see, does this team have good running backs? Does this team have good offensive linemen? That's the biggest thing. If they don't have good pass block offensive linemen, you're going to have a little bit of a problem. You're going to have to see if they have good pass block offensive linemen. If they don't, you might have to completely rebuild into your playstyle. Do they have good wide receiver assets? Do they have good players? Say, one of the only very threatening players on the Washington football team that's a receiver is Terry McLaurin. If they don't have any other top-notch overalls, that's not going to be very good for you, and then it means you're going to have to rebuild a team. You might have to take 1 or 2 seasons to maybe get trades out. And that's another big thing. Do they have good assets you can trade, and then from that get draft picks, or even get other players to completely rebuild your team? But it all depends on what type of... do you want success now, or do you want to rebuild over the next 1 or 2 more seasons and then become a big, heavy force for the rest of the franchise? And if you want to do that, you're going to have to maybe acquire a little bit more draft picks, or trade for players that are under the age of 28, 27 years old, unless there's maybe you want to try and get a quarterback, and say it's a few seasons in and you have Deshaun Watson. You can get Deshaun Watson, and he's if he's 28, 29, maybe 30 years old, you can get Deshaun Watson, because he's probably going to not retire until he's past 33 years old. That means you have, most CFMs go for maybe 5 plus seasons, but because you have time, especially this amount of time into Madden, you definitely have time to go ahead and take and rebuild a team. But you also want to see, okay, back to reality here. If you're still looking on the Washington on a team for good assets, if you want to get quick success, you definitely want to see if they have good tight ends. What type of tight ends are they? Are they pass block tight ends? Are they run block tight ends? Are they vertical threat tight ends? And their wide receivers, are they slot receivers? Are they vertical threat receivers? Are they some wide receiver type core that threatens more and thrives in the intermediate game? If it's neither of those things, if it's nothing that really fits you as a pass-heavy player, you're going to have to look to another team. Either that or rebuild. But if you're a pass-heavy player that is looking to get complete success, like success really quickly, so you enter a CFM, you choose the Chiefs or the Bills, and then you go ahead and then you threaten and you contend for like the first 2 or 3 Super Bowls. It all depends. Like, you really want that success right now. I'm going to tell you, I have experienced it and I've seen it in other people's franchises. It's the success,
points, but it's not going to show that in this clip
not going to last
because it's kind of reversed. Sorry about that.
Maybe
if you're just getting weeping through
2 or
the
3
people.
seasons at most or best, because you're going to find that there are other players that are really rebuilding. They're taking their time and they're rebuilding. Maybe it's the Jets. They're going to take a time. They're going to rebuild. They're going to come out a 4th or 5th, 6th, 7th season, and they are going to be Super Bowl contenders. And if you're on that 5th season and you're the Chiefs or the Bills, you're not going to have players. And the players are going to be, the regression is going to be there. So, don't say I didn't warn you. But if you're in it for the long haul, I recommend rebuilding your team. If you're a pass-heavy player, I'm gonna have run-heavy and balanced options in the next upcoming videos. So, as AGS, I'm gonna see you in the next one.
Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for watching this video.